Ooh. Yeah.
You there. Come here.
Hả? Some guy.
Hey. Hey. Get me out of this cage and I'll make it worth your while. You in? Your guess is as good as mine. Someone screamed loud as a banshee. After that, pure pandemonium. They never even told me what I was accused of. Just dragged me down here. Set me free, and I'll set you free. A fair trade, I should think.
Hmm. Oh.
Go ahead and ignore me. But you should know it's not just my freedom at stake. A gentleman among jesters you are. Give that lever a pull, and I guarantee we'll both get something out of the deal.
Alright, I'm gonna trust this
Before you
guy.
can even touch the lever, you hear a sniff and snort behind you as the snoring magister mumbles himself awake. One bloodshot eye opens, and then another.
Is my shift over? You here to relieve me? Wait, you're no magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy scrounger? Choose your words carefully. My fists ache to meet a new face.
Huh?
Those idiots can't even walk straight without mucking it up. Was it Rick's? I bet it was Rick's. can't just leave the prisoner alone, though. I heard he might be the one causing trouble upstairs.
Ah, man.
If it's all the same, I think it's best he comes with me. Some offence intended. You hear that, Emoire? We're taking a walk. Hurry it up, sorcerer. We haven't got all day.
Why does this guy have health?
A dead magister?
So much
Somebody
for a
will have to
peaceful
take
stroll.
the blame for this, and it won't be me.
We have to fight this guy. Damn.
No key? No problem.
Huh? Oh.
And I'm back where I started. Nowhere to go but up.
No known associates. In fact, he seemed quite averse to spending time with the others. My, these smell sorts of strong stuff. No lesions, no trauma.
Yeah.
What a well of knowledge this tome is. Dallas is such a dear lending it to me.
Empty.
No lesions, no trauma. It was bled by magic. Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly. Nice work, even if I do say so myself. There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash.
Hmm?
In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters. It seems as though there's a pattern in the blood flow. That can't be natural. Dungeon? You have the gall to call my laboratory a dungeon? I'd be quite annoyed with you if you didn't look so honestly perplexed.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy. A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Sauce. For good. It seems as though there's a pattern in the blood flow. That can't be natural.
She frowns and peers at you closely, resting the back of one hand on your forehead and taking your pulse with the other.
Delusions such as these are rare, but not unheard of. I recommend a cup of mulled wine and another night's sleep. Just take it easy.
What the hell? She doesn't believe me.
Is he? Oh well. Some problems simply sort themselves, don't they? Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those source spells of yours? See what happens.
Alright.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back into your soul like rain into the earth.
My, look at the concentration on your face. All will, but no result. There you have it. See? The collar's function. It neuters you of sorts. Makes you unable to cast source. For your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's. You've been collared and you've been told why. There really is no need for you to linger. You've been
Wait, they have shield?
Bloody murder. Looks like someone's hit the Hall of Echoes a little early.
It seems as though there's a pattern in the blood flow. That can't be natural.
Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
There's been a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them. Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does. Aren't you enterprising? I'll let Waters tell you no herself. Go ahead. She with the body.
Wait, what? We actually doing it?
Nothing to see here.
No.
A young Magister stands pale and silent. Her knuckles whiten around her weapon as you pass.
I'll need to write to headquarters right away. Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course. I thought as much. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that? Thanks. I just want to catch whoever did this before they hurt anyone else.
Uh.
So, anything interesting for me? Right, tick-tock.
Nothing to see here.
The pale young woman doesn't acknowledge you. She nods to the right without moving her gaze from the ground.
The hatch is blocked. I'll need to find another way.
Come on, please, Losa.
That's enough.
It was one of them. I know it.
Put a knuckle in it. I'm trying to concentrate.
We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us wouldn't kill our own.
Ah, there you are. Husband.
Huh?
Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not-at-all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly, deathly allergical.
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Hmm.
How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb refuses to be confused with anyone else. What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
Picking us off one by one.
We just skip to the part where I reassure
You presume right.
You think me mad?
Mad?
Nope, trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better.
Here anyway.
Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it. You take care, though.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer. As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
Do you know Losa? She's a really good singer. I'm better though. Listen. La 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 la. You
Yeah.
look like my daddy. His name is Frida. He's waiting for me at home.
Damn.
I wasn't doing anything. I swear.
Take it easy, Chief. You don't want to get noticed for the wrong reason.
Dagger.
Please, please, please.
I forgot how to sing. I did.
Can we combine these? Damn. That's it. Huh? It's ham bread. What do you mean? It's a sandwich. Oh. It's ham bread. Why is that invalid?
Why won't you sing?
I forgot how to sing. I did.
I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague.
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like. Rolling dice. Deciding fates.
She eyes you quite seriously.
Not the future, no. But I can read the past in flesh. One of the perks of being an elf, you see. I'm quite good at it, too. I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last. Shall I?
Yeah.
She gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue, efficient like a cat grooming.
Okay, that's kind of hot.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers. As everyone lay sleeping, it seems you and another elf engaged in an action somewhat similar to the one I just performed. Only rather more vigorously.
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
She pats you on the shoulder consolingly.
There, don't you worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me. I don't lick and tell. Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
Put a knuckle in it. I'm trying
The
to
woman keeps rolling her dice. She pays you no further notice.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Oh. My turn, Dijon. Please. Active radius spirit vision. What is that? Oh, cool. I don't know. Wait, let's wait. Activity?
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
You think me mad?
Mad? No. Insufferable, surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Sài Gòn nha mọi người. Có như vậy đây là quán trưng cây chạch bổ. Đây là quán còn gọi là một quán cà phê.
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
Huh? Beast? Oh. Wait. Oh, these guys are... Whoa.
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's nothing else I can make.
Oh.
Turnips and water are all I was given.
Name? Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with
I don't know why.
Well, you aren't here on my list. Scram, eh? We're trying to catch a killer here.
Oh, man.
Like I said,
More concerned than your appetite.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
Come on, please, Losa.
I forgot how to sing. I did.
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
listen up, boy. You hear that?
He turns his head toward you, looking you up and down, and smiles before turning his attention to the ship once more.
You look like a boy to me.
Yeah.
Listen if you're interested, or get gone if you aren't. The ship, of course.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And?
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out
The
of
fellow
plague
cocks his
stricken
ear,
pigs.
listening.
That isn't anger, it's
He cocks his ear to the other side, then smiles.
anticipation. She senses something. I'd hold on to my breeches if I were you, mate. That's all you hear, though. Listen close.
There has been a murder.
There now, just like that.
Maybe that has
Squeak!
Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy. Good news.
How dare you classify this slop as food?
No, you beautiful idiot. That wasn't any rat. It was the wheel. Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east. Burn my beard. That means if we've been travelling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
There has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned.
Ah, so you've eyes as well as ears, eh? You'll go far, mate. Even here.
Me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
No indeed, boy. But that
ain't my final destination.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable.
If you'll be pardoning me, I'll be much obliged.
And I don't intend to do away with the custom.
You one of them? A divine order loyal.
Who's this guy?
They killed a sorcerer, you know. They'll hide the evidence well enough, but make no mistake.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
It was one of them. I know it.
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail. He reaches out and takes your hand, turning it this way and that, examining it from every angle. Finally, he pinches your skin, gently tugging at it.
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
I am reading. Is this not evident? My book is in my hands, my face turned away from you. Perhaps my eyes not on the page. Damnable things.
He grabs a metal plate and watches his reflection with one eye as the other shifts left to right and up to down. He repeats the maneuver with the opposite eye.
No, they are working quite adequately. It seems you are at fault. Predictable, really. Oh? Oh, I see. I crossed a cultural taboo. How difficult. You have my apologies, human. Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. They laid their hands on me more than once.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us.
I do not believe I've been drawn anywhere. It is a quaint little read, but it has its faults. It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Oh, please. I have no interest in that. Your books are too full of it already. No, I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods. This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what came before. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
The elf's face freezes for just a second before he waves his hand dismissively.
Oh, it's just one of my idle curiosities. We mortals do like to consider these things, do we not? Now please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
No amount of pestering will get the elf to take his eyes off his book or respond to your questions.
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite.
Well, well. What have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you'll do.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
There's some discoloration, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find prime merchandise on a squalid little ship like this. Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
What are you trying to hear anyway?
Oh, goodness, no. And don't even mention the demon's testes that are turnips. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor? Yes, I can tell from your vagabond chic, a bag is as good as a shirt kind of style. I shouldn't be getting my hopes up. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us will kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure
The very basics, then. I suppose that's a start. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate, shall we? As per your own testimony, you can groom, but you have the taste buds of a dung beetle and the fashion sense of a monkey in a clown suit. That won't do at all, see? I'm sad to say I must deny you the opportunity to be my slave. Ever so sorry. I know, but you just don't have what it takes. A good slave's made of sterner stuff, I'm afraid. Still, hone your skills, and one day you may just qualify for a position in a lesser household than mine. You keep dreaming, you hear?
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
No, please don't come begging me. I told you. You can't be my slave, and that's final.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut
I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Finer fare than boiled roots and rotten tubers, too.
Dùng quá. Dùng quá không có thấy hết.
Meanwhile, the Magisters feast on honeyed meat behind this very wall. The indignity. Who we are, what we've done, they mean less than nothing as long as these collars choke us.
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
Here to register, sir. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger. You faring okay so far?
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
Of course I do. Seems Voidwalk can dog your heels like a shadow. That's no way to live, is it? You'll see. We're gonna help you. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
Clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
The Magister starts, recognition growing on his face as he looks right at you.
You look just like...
The Magister's face turns white. He makes a move to step backwards, then stops himself as his hand closes on the weapon at his hip.
It is you. Ifan Ben Mesd. I remember you. You were my captain's commander way back in the war.
mad. Insufferable.
The Magister's eyes darken. His face closes over into a cold mask.
I always knew you'd end up down low. Lower even than us nobodies in the rank and file. The higher the climb, the louder the splat when you fall. And Fort Joy, you're about to fall further than you thought possible. And I'll be listening for the splat.
Happy landings.
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.